10 days ago, I released a video onto this channel saying that I have purchased a share in an RV8. Now, normally I'm pretty cautious about what I buy, do lots of, like you wouldn't go and buy a car without test driving it. I have never ever heard somebody say a bad word about a Vans aeroplane. So I bought this having never flown one before, and all I can say is I absolutely fell in love with it. I fully understand where people come from when they say it is the best all-round aircraft on the market. You can pay hundreds of thousands of pounds more to buy something like a Cirrus or a Diamond, but actually I genuinely believe that Vans make the best aircraft in the world. Now I sound like a fanboy. One thing that's taken me a long time to get used to is taking off and landing. The good news is that my atrocious landings do make for quite good content. So I thought I'd just roll some raw videos of me getting to grips on various different sorties of taking off and landing the RV. Now, for those that don't know much about the Vans aircraft, this specific Vans RV8 has got an IO360 engine, so 180 horsepower with a variable pitch prop, and it's a tailwheel. And what I've learned about tailwheel aircraft is when they're on the ground, it's a bit like driving a shopping cart or shopping trolley, depending on where you're watching this from. So as soon as you touch down, you're on the pedals and you are pedaling hard to keep this thing straight. Now, I've done one greaser landing at a fly-in on New Year's Day, which I'm quite proud of. But what I can say is I was so focused on greasing it because there was a lot of people watching that I didn't have my feet on the brakes, which is good and bad. But I was pressing harder and harder and harder on the rudder pedals, trying to stop myself, and then I realised I need to move my feet up onto the brakes. It was all okay in the end. Off the back of that, when I was flying back to Popham, I did probably the worst landing I have ever done in my life, and that will be in this video as well. Going forwards, I'm going to do a full video on the plane, but in the meantime, enjoy the next few minutes of just watching me bounce, basically. Yeah, enjoy.
Zulu's final. Zulu's vacated.